All right then, welcome everybody. I hope that you are well. So as always, we're getting straight into the flow. Today's practice is focusing on balance and coordination, and I'll also be incorporating some of the drills from the handstand program that I've been working on. So it's really about building that upper body strength and developing your body awareness in general. So when you're ready, we're going to get started in tabletop. So hands and knees position. And take a moment to spread your fingers wide. Really grip the mat and press your shins into the ground. Then bring your awareness to your midsection. So you want this nice flat back. Draw your navel in towards your spine. And maintain that engagement as you start to shift forwards and then move back. So each time you come forward, you get a little stretch for the wrists, and then you get a little break as you move back. Let's start to speed things up now. Keep the breath nice and fluid. Keep the hands firmly planting on the mat. Nice. Now tuck your toes and continue this movement. So now as you come back, you get a little stretch in the backs of the toes. Okay, let's add on to the movement now. So as you come back, I want you to lift your knees, find a little crouching child's pose. As you come forwards, I want you to straighten your legs, come into a sort of plank pose. Bend the knees, come back to your crouching child's. Straighten the legs back to plank. Keep it going like this, pushing through the hands. Keep that engagement of your core, so straight back. And it gets really challenging really quickly. So try not to rush the movement. Stay focused, stay connected to your breath. Let's go for 2 more. And then from your plank, lift your hips, come back to your downward dog. And downward dog's gonna feel like such a rest now after that. Start to pedal out your legs. Maybe get a little shimmy from side to side. And deepen your breath as you move in any way that feels good. Nice. And settle in and find stillness. Push through your hands. Send your weight back towards your feet. Find that sense of lengthening from your fingertips to your tailbone. And then relax your head even more. Draw your chin into your chest. A few more grounding breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Okay, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, take little baby steps to walk the feet forwards, finding your forward fold. From here, you can find a little bend in the knees, take a hold of opposite elbow, and you can either stay in stillness or sway from side to side. Spread your toes wide and really press down through the 4 corners of your feet. Nice. And then releasing the elbows, press through your feet as you roll all the way up to stand. Take your time on the way up. There's no rush. As you come and stand up, roll the shoulders down the back. Nice. Reaching both arms up, I want you to take a hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Then keep pulling that right arm up really straight. And find a little bend in your right knee. Step the left foot behind you and over to the right side. And from here, start to lean to your right. Find a deep stretch down the whole left side of the body. Keep pressing through the feet for stability and keep reaching through the arms. With each exhale, see if you can bend a little further to the right. Nice. Inhale, slowly come back up. Step the feet together. We'll switch the arms now. So right hand takes a hold of left wrist. Reach the left arm up. Left knee bends slightly and step the right foot behind you and out to the left side. And start to bend to your left so you feel that deep stretch down the whole right side of the body. And now we breathe here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Keep reaching through the arms. Press through the feet. Nice. Inhale, slowly come back up. Step the feet together. Release the hands behind you and interlace the fingers. And start to draw the hands down past the low back, past the sacrum. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And as you do this, you'll begin to puff out your chest. Create space in the front of your body. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Start to let the hands go up towards the sky. Draw your chin into your chest. Relax the head and neck. With each exhale, allow yourself to ease a little further into the pose, not forcing anything. Just allow your body to open up with each breath. Nice. Press through the feet. Maybe bend the knees a little bit as you slowly come back up. Release the hands. Then inhale, reaching the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, lower the knee. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, let the hips sink forwards, let the front knee go forwards. Start to reach your arms back. And bring the left hand behind you. Left hand comes between the space between the shoulder blades. And the right hand comes over. See if you can bring your hands to touch. It's okay if they don't. If they do, then grip your fingers, clasping the hands together. Think of lifting the right elbow up, left elbow down. Now breathe steady as you hold your pose. Beautiful. Release the hands. Bring the fingertips down to the mat. Lift the back knee. And reaching the arms up, we come to high lunge. Press down through the back foot. Keep the front knee stacked over the ankle. Then wrap your right arm over top of your left. Press the forearms and upper arms together. If you like, you can start to lift the arms up, maybe even arching back slightly. Use your legs here to create stability. Steady the breath. Remember, steady breath, steady pose. It's how we can really master the balance. Keeping the arms as they are, lift the chest so you're facing forwards. And then slowly step forwards, lift the back knee into the chest and cross the left leg over the right. Bend the right knee as you come down into your eagle pose, your Garudasana. Press arms and legs together as you hold steady. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly step that left leg back, return to your high lunge. Then unwrap the arms, plant the hands on the mat, step it back to plank. Hold for a breath in, push away from your mat. Exhale, chaturanga, or lower the knees to modify. Come down to your belly, bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx. We take 5 steady breaths here. If you like, soften the eyes closed. Focus on drawing the chest forwards, rolling the shoulders back. Nice. Press your way back into downward facing. Hold for a breath in and a breath out. And looking forwards on an inhale, step the feet forwards, find forward fold. Exhale, fold all the way in. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back this time, lower the knee. Arms up, inhale in low lunge. Exhale, let the hips sink down, let the front knee go forwards. Start to reach the arms back, encourage the chest to open. Then bringing the right arm around the back to the space between the shoulder blades, left arm reaches up and over. Don't worry if the hands don't come together. Just find wherever you are. Think of lifting left elbow up and towards the middle of the head. Right elbow down and towards the middle of the back. And keeping the breath nice and steady, each exhale, let the hips go down. Nice. Release the hands, bring the fingertips to the mat, lift your back knee. Arms up into high lunge. Press through the feet to get steady. And this time, left arm wraps over right. Press upper arms and lower arms together. And if you like, start lifting the arms up so you're slightly leaning back. Use the strength in your legs to find that strong foundation. Nice. Very slowly come back up. Bring the chest to face forwards. And you're stepping forwards. Lift the back knee into the chest. Cross the right leg over left. And bend the left knee as you sit down into your eagle pose. Squeeze arms and legs together tightly. Focus the gaze on one spot. Beautiful. Slowly step that right foot back. Come back to your high lunge. Unravel the arms. Plant the hands. Step back to plank. Holding for 3 breaths this time. Push away from your mat. Check in with your hips. If the hips are piking up, think of tucking that tailbone slightly. And on your next exhale, chaturanga or modify, come down to the belly. Untuck the toes, find your Sphinx pose. 5 steady breaths. A really great opportunity to slow things down in between each sequence. Nice. Make your way back into downward dog. Settle in for a few breaths. Pushing through the hands, create length down the back. Nice. Then stepping the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high, open out the hip. Keep the shoulders square. I know it's tempting to move the shoulders too. Isolate the movement to the hips. And bending that left knee, gaze under your right shoulder. See if you can find your toes. Lift the left knee even higher. Keep stacking left hip on top of right. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Keep the back knee lifted. Come up onto tented fingertips. So chest is nice and high. And start to rock forwards and backwards in your lizard. So you're getting a nice stretch in the plantar fascia in the back of your right foot. Now start to walk the hands further forwards. Begin to bend your elbows a little bit, as if you're about to bring your forearms down to the mat. Keep it rocking forwards and backwards. I know that back leg might be getting a little bit tired now. Stay with it. Okay, lower that back knee down, untuck the toes. And I want you to walk your hands in close to your body. And then edge that left arm under the leg. So the left hand comes to the outside of the foot. From here, tuck the back toe, lift the knee. And you're just trying to edge the left shoulder under that left leg. Option to stay here, or option to open the arms out into what's known as flying lizards. So no hands here. Gaze down for balance. Press through the legs for stability. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to the inside of the left foot. Open out your back foot. Start to sink the hips to the left heel. Find your Skandasana. Then flexing your right foot so toes point up. If you like, use the fingertips to stabilize you. If not, bring hands into prayer. Focus on really pushing down through the legs. So you're resisting gravity. Steady breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Nice. Turning to face forwards, frame the front foot with the hands. Turn the back toes to face forwards. Straighten that front leg, flex the foot. Option to keep the chest up or fold forwards. Bring your belly to your thigh. Draw your chin to your chest. Relax your head and neck. Okay, plant the hands. Focus on pushing the hands into the mat. Begin to lift that front leg. Swipe it all the way back and up into your three-legged down dog. Keep the hips square. Keep the leg lifted. And start to walk that right hand in closer to the right foot, maybe about halfway. Holding this variation of down dog, press through the left hand and the right foot. Use the right hand just to stabilize your weight. Keep lifting the left leg high. Hold for one more breath in. As you exhale, place the right hand back in line with the left and lower the left foot down. Nice work. Step the feet together. And on an inhale, lift the right leg high. Open out the hip. Keep the shoulders square. Lift the right leg a little higher. Bend the knee. Gaze under the left shoulder. See if you can find your toes. Lift the knee a little higher. Stacking right hip over left. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Find your lizard. Keep the back knee lifted. Stay up on your fingertips. And again, from here, we rock forwards and backwards. Nice and steady. A really good opportunity to slow down the breath. And then just like before, start to walk your hands a little further forwards and bend your arms. So it's like you're halfway to lowering the forearms to the mat. Keep rocking forwards and backwards. Nice. And then lower that back knee down, untuck the toes. Walk your hands in closer to your body. Bring the right hand to the outside of your right foot. So that arm is coming under the leg. From here, tuck your back toes, lift your knee. You're either staying here or you're starting to wriggle that shoulder under the leg and open the arms out into flying lizard. Use your feet to press into the mat. Gaze down for balance. Two more breaths. Great work. Bring the hands back to the inside of the right foot. Open out that back foot. Sink the hips to the right heel for Skandasana. Left toes point up. Use the hands for stability or bring the hands into prayer if you're feeling fairly balanced here. Push away from the floor. Keep the chest nice and open. Then turning to face forwards, frame the front foot with the hands, turn the back toes forwards. Straighten out the front leg, flex the foot, and the chest can stay lifted or you can fold, bring the belly to the thigh. Relax your head and neck, deepen into your breath. Wonderful. Start to push the hands into the mat. So you're pushing away from the floor. Lift that front foot, swipe the leg all the way back and up into your three-leg down dog. Keep the hips square. Steady yourself for a breath. Then start to walk the left hand in closer to the foot, about halfway. Use the left hand to stabilize the body. Keep pushing away from your mat, holding it here. Keep lifting the leg, hold for one more breath in. Exhale, release the left hand in line with the right and lower that right foot down. Beautiful work. Start to pedal out the legs. Give the hips a little shimmy side to side. Then keeping the feet together, settle in, find stillness. On an inhale, look forwards in between your thumbs. Keep the gaze there. Lift the heels, shift your weight forwards. As you exhale, start to bend the knees as if you're about to sit back on your heels. Couple more times. Inhale, straighten the legs, shift forwards. Power through the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, crouch back. 2 more. Inhale, shift forward, straighten the legs. Exhale, knees bend, shift back. Last one. Inhale, straighten the legs, come forwards. Exhale, bend the knees. This time you jump into Malasana. So feet forwards to the outsides of the hands. Bend the knees, sink the hips down. And then again, using your hands for support or lifting the chest, bring hands into prayer. Slightly press the backs of the arms against the insides of the legs. And relax your shoulders down the back. Now lower your fingertips down to the mat. Reach the right arm out to your right side. Reach the left arm up. Twist open to your left. Option to stay here or option to wrap the right arm around the leg. Maybe wrap the left arm around the back. See if you can bring the hands together. Keep opening the knees wide. Lifting the chest. Release the hands if you're there. Then lower both hands down to the mat. This time the left arm goes out to the left side. Right arm reaches up. You twist open to the right. Option to stay here. Option to wrap that left arm around the back. Right arm around the back. See if you can bring hands together. Open your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Release the hands. Come back into your Malasana. From here, I want you to plant your hands, jump back into downward dog. Then step the feet out hips width. Bend your right arm, bring the forearm to the mat. Then push through your right foot, lift the left leg. Holding it here for this funky downward dog. Keep pressing through the left hand to steady yourself. Focus the gaze on the right toes. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Lower the left leg to begin. Then straighten the right arm, line the hand next to the left. Lift the left leg back up, open the hip for a breath in. As you exhale, step that left foot in between the hands. Open out the back foot, come up into warrior 2. Relax your shoulders down the back. Start to let your hips sink down. And from here, straightening the front leg, reach both arms up into a Y shape. Start to draw in your abdominals. So if the chest is puffing out, try to nip in the ribs. Close off the space between ribs and hips. And keeping that engagement, slowly lean forwards, leaning towards that front leg. Keep yourself strong and stable as you hold. Keep pressing through the legs. Whew, it's a challenging one. Slowly come back up. This time you lean to the back leg. If you feel yourself collapsing over your right hip, try to lift the torso up. Create that length as you reach through the arms. Amazing. Slowly come back up. Rebend the front knee, open the arms out. And bring the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Right arm reaches up. Taking 5 breaths here. Focus on opening the chest. Reaching up with the right arm. Now you have the option to stay here or option to wrap the left arm under the back of the leg. Right arm around the back. See if you can bring your hands together. Don't worry if they don't quite meet. It doesn't matter, just be wherever you are. Then option to stay here. If you're looking for the challenge, gaze down at your front foot. Step your back foot forwards. Option to stay here. Or if you'd like to come to bed of paradise, shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left heel to begin. Then push off your right foot, lift the left leg up. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together. And finally, extend the left leg to come to the full expression. Wherever you are, steady your breath. If you're in bed, then lower the left foot. Slowly step the right foot back. Then release, lower the left hand down, reach the right arm up for a breath in. Exhale, lower the right hand down, step it back into plank pose. Whew. Push away from your mat for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga or modify, slow on the way down. Keep the hands next to the ribs. Inhale, lift the chest. Find your bhujangasana, cobra pose. Soften the eyes closed. Return to a deeper breath. On your next exhale, make your way back into down dog. Keep the feet hips width. And then this time, bend the left arm, bring the left forearm to the mat. Press through the left foot as you lift the right leg up. Then holding it here. Keep pushing through all points of contact that are on the mat. Gaze at your left toes for balance. Two more breaths, stay nice and steady. Two, come out, lower the right foot down, bring the left hand in line with the right. On an inhale, lift the right leg back up, open the hip. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands, open out the back foot, windmill the arms, come up, warrior two. Take a few breaths here to settle in. Relax your shoulders, let your hips sink down. And then straightening the front leg, reach arms up into a Y. If the chest is puffing out, nip in the ribs. Think about drawing your ribs closer to your hips. Draw in your abdominal muscles, create that bracing effect. And slowly start to lean towards your front leg. Stay strong in the lower body. Reach through the arms. Beautiful. Come back up. And exhale, you move back towards the left leg. Again, if you're collapsing over that left hip, try to reach up, lengthen both sides of the torso. Inhale, come back up, bend the front knee, open the arms out. Then bring your right hand to the inside of the foot. Lift left arm up, open the chest to the left side. Take a few breaths here. Feel for spiraling your chest open. Reaching up through the left arm. Then option to stay here, or option to wrap right arm under the back of the leg and left arm around the back, bringing the hands together or close to one another. Option to stay here, or gaze down for balance. Step the right foot, the back foot forwards. And again, option to stay here. So you can really choose which level you go to. If you're coming into bed of paradise, lift the right heel, shift the weight into the left foot. Pick up that right leg. Take it slow as you come up. And then extend the right leg, find the full expression. Great work. If you're in bed, lower the right foot down. Step the left foot back. Nice and controlled. Release the grip of the hands. Plant the right hand down. Reach the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Step it back to your plank pose. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower all the way down to your belly. Then reach your right arm out to the right side. Roll onto the right side of the body. Stack the legs. Rest the head on the mat. Then bend your left leg. Place a foot behind you. Point the knee up to the sky. And start to steady the breath. If you'd like to go one further, wrap the left arm around the back. Reach for the mat or maybe your t-shirt, your waistband. Slowly roll back onto the belly. This time the left arm reaches out to the left side. Place the right hand under right shoulder and roll onto the left side of the body. Stack the legs, rest the head. And bending that right knee, place the foot behind you, point the knee up. And if you'd like to go further, wrap the right arm around the back. And then settle in. Slowly roll back onto the belly. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Tuck the toes and press all the way up, back to your downward dog. Stepping the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. As you exhale, bring the left knee to the back of the right arm. Tap the knee to the arm. Straighten the leg out to the side, lower the foot. Reach the right arm up, twist open to the right side. Reach up through the right arm, press away from your mat. Hold for a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hips down, sit down. And spin to face the space between your legs. Bring the fingertips to the mat, flex the feet. Option to stay here, chest lifted, or option to start walking the arms further down to the mat. Settle into your fold. Keep the feet flexed so the legs are active. Lifting the chest back up. Plant your left hand back where it was. Press up, lift the hips, reach the right arm up, back to your fallen star. Inhale here. Exhale, turn the back toes forwards, lower the right hand down. And start to rock forwards and backwards. Getting that nice stretch in the back foot and the toes. And start to bend that left knee, drag the knee and the leg back onto the mat. Settle into your pigeon pose, squaring off the hips and then folding forwards. Start to really slow down the breath. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. Walk your hands in towards your front leg, lift yourself up. Then sit over onto your left side. Open that back leg. Bring the left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Right foot flexes, toes point up. And resting that right forearm on the inside of the leg, reach the left arm up and over. Focus on opening the chest. And if you like, you could even create a ledge with the right hand. Rest your head in your hand. Invite the head and neck to completely let go into the support of your hand. Keep reaching through that left arm. Beautiful. Lower the left arm down by your side and use the right hand to lift the head back up. So super lazy for the head. Plant the left hand out to your left side. Lift the hips up and reach the right arm overhead, over to the left. Stretching the right side of the body. Spin your chest open. If you like, you could cactus the right arm and encourage the chest to open even more. One more breath here. As you exhale, lower the right hand, face forwards, step it back to downward dog. Pedal out the legs. And then settle in. This time, lift the right leg high, open out the hip, bend the knee. Lift the knee a little higher. And then with your exhale, bring the right knee to the back of the left arm. Tap the knee to the arm. Straighten the leg out to the side, lower the foot. Reach the left arm up, open the chest. Push away from your mat. Stay really strong. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Spin to face the space in between the legs. Maybe this time legs open a little bit wider and you fold a little bit further. Keep the feet flexed. Relax the muscles in your face, your jaw, neck and shoulders. Lift yourself back up. Plant the right hand, lift the hips, reach the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand, turn the back toes to face forwards and start to rock forwards and backwards. Then bend the right knee, slide that leg onto the mat, settle into your pigeon pose. Square off the hips and then fold forwards. Lift the chest and then roll onto your right side. Open out the back leg. Bring the right foot to the inside of left thigh. Left foot flexes. Then rest your left forearm on the inside of the leg. Reach the right arm up and over. Open your chest. And then you can use the left arm as a platform to rest the head. Invite your body to soften into the pose. Relax the right arm by your side and use the left hand to lift the head. Guide the head back up. Plant the right hand by your side and just like before, lift the hips, reach left arm overhead. Find that beautiful side body stretch. Keep pushing away from the mat. And if you liked, you could cactus the left arm, open the chest. Beautiful. Lower the left hand down, face forwards. Step back to your downward dog. Pushing through the hands and the feet, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth with sound. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with sound. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Bend your knees. Lower yourself down to child's pose. Keep the big toes touching. Open the knees out wide. And as you reach your arms forwards, let your chest settle down. Resting the forehead on the mat. Inviting the whole body to completely relax. Slowly come up into a kneeling position. And then swing the legs around. Come and lie down on the back. And as you lie down, hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. If you like, you could open the knees out a little wider. And add a hold of the outsides of the feet if you'd like to go a little further. And slowly release the hold of the feet or the knees. Straighten out the legs. Keep your legs together and then reach your arms overhead. Find a full body stretch. Take your hands and your feet over to the left side. Keep shoulders and the backs of your hips on the mat. So you're creating this banana shape. Keep reaching through the arms and the legs. And then cross the right ankle over the left. Bring the hands and the feet back through center. And then over to the right. This time cross the left ankle over the right. Then bringing the hands and the feet back through center. Relax your arms by your side. Let the shoulders roll down the back. And spread your legs apart. Let the feet roll out to the edges of the mat so the thigh bones can externally rotate. And from here, we'll settle into Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Bring awareness back to your space. And finding small movements in the fingers and the toes. Bring a little bit of life back to the body. Hug your knees into your chest nice and slowly. And with the eyes remaining closed, roll over onto one side. And find your way back up into a seated position. And sitting up nice and tall, take a final breath here, just reflecting on the practice. Savoring this feeling that you've cultivated, a sense of peace, calm, and awareness. And bringing hands together in prayer, bow the head. Thank you so much for giving me the pleasure and the honor of being your teacher and your guide. Namaste. Thank you guys. It's been a joy as always. I hope you enjoyed the class and I would love to hear your feedback if you have any. So if you're not too tired, please take a moment to let me know how the class went for you. I always love hearing your experiences from the mat and I'll see you again next time.